Hello and welcome to another session of Kitsch Witch Tarot, where we're kitschy and witchy, sometimes a little bitchy, but today we're kitschy and witchy, and we got Christine Ritchie, and I'm going to use her deck to clarify, I think. I promised you I'd trot out my Kipperish deck. Intuitive Kev's Kipperish deck. He's on YouTube. Look him up. He's great. His own cards. He has 3 decks that he designs himself. His own artwork. Totally cool. Totally on point. Always the reader's favorite decks. Okay, so we're going to do some Kipperish. And we're going to go from there. And I think we're just going to do a general reading for the end of the year. For December. We just did one that gave us a lot of 10s in the ending of this karmic cycle that we're in. And that's wonderful and great. We'll see what we get this time. First, I want to start out with a couple of inspirational cards. Let the moon be your guide. So we still have, since we are in the Gemini full supermoon energy, I still have that one out, which is full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. All the answers you need are coming. Some of the answers you need may be coming right now. That's what we're hoping for. And then Little Froggy says, today, this reading, he says, I forgive myself. Do you forgive yourself? Forgiveness and love of self comes first before you give it to anyone else. You have to give it to yourself first. Sorry, sometimes I don't talk loud enough. I think I have a better microphone than I do, which I'm going to soon. Yes, you have to love and forgive yourself before you can give that to anyone else. So, forgive yourself. In this last month of the year, start fresh. Forgive yourself. You be proud of yourself. You've ended this karmic cycle. Now forgive yourself for your failures that led to this or contributed to this. And shout out to my Huckleberry, Michelle. I shuffled the deck, and this is what came out for you on this reading. Still not over it. Regret, looping thoughts, lingering feelings. And I know what you're going through, and that makes total sense. And you're not alone. You always have me. I'm your Huckleberry too. So this is a shout out to my good friend Michelle. Okay. Okay. Let us start with the Kipperish deck and see what comes out for us. Love my Kev's extra deck and my Kev's Kipperish. And I am in the process of getting his tarot deck, and I will have all 3 of his decks. Okay, those popped out. Let's see what we have here. Karmic masculine. Okay, karmic is someone you run across that you have karmic debts to. In some way, you guys have a karmic relationship that hasn't been settled in the past lives. Has to be settled. It's the same cycles that keep repeating themselves, and they go from life to life too, from lifetime to lifetime. If you don't close it out in one lifetime, you will keep attracting the same lesson again until you do close it out and learn your lesson. So karmic masculine. There may be someone in your life who has a karmic masculine. Doesn't have to be a man. Masculine energy. Who is just a karmic. Someone who you guys need to settle the karma between each other. It's not necessarily someone that you're supposed to be with. It's just someone, yeah, you have unfinished business with, energy that has to be settled. One of the rules of the universe, laws of the universe, is that everything must have an even exchange of energy. So you don't really get away with anything, and everything ultimately, if you don't willingly give your even exchange of what you take, the universe will extract it from you. Take my word for it. So don't think you're ever getting away with anything, because you're not. Gift. The second one is gift. So this looks like a spiritual gift. You know, 17 in tarot, that's the star card, the wish fulfillment card. 7 and 1 is 8. That's the strength card. Okay, gift. A strong wish fulfillment. Okay. And then we have number 5, mature man. So your karmic masculine could be a mature man, or you could be a mature man. Take it as it resonates. Let's just tell us, Kipperish Jack, give us the juice on the last month of the year of 2025 for our divine collective. Give us some juice, okay? False. Document. False documents, info, statements, agreement, okay? Something could have been false in your life. And that was just verified by these boxes randomly falling when they've been stacked up for a long time. Just at that moment. Okay, so something false. And this keeps coming up, and I have to say this was relevant in my life recently. Somebody that is a karmic in our lives. Yeah, this was relevant to that, and this keeps coming up. So I don't know if it's relevant to you or not, but it was to me. And believe me, it wasn't a gift. It was a karmic. False person, false info, false karmic. Okay, then you have mature man and gift, and those seem to go together better. So maybe this false info or document was a gift to you. Maybe it exposed your karmic masculine, right? Okay. Okay, Kev. Kipperish deck. Tell us what you have to say. Get a few more cards down, and then we're going to clarify with some Cat Full of Spiders deck. I have small hands, especially for a woman who used to be 5'10". I have small hands, and these are very large decks. 101 cards in this deck and 111 in the other one. Okay, but I love them. I love them. I love them. Okay, obsession and manifestation. Okay. Okay, obsession. So you have this, somebody's obsessed with you, okay? And then you're manifesting this gift. It could be a mature man. And I don't know why. I don't really want to say too much because I don't really want to disclose too much of my own personal life, but this is all relevant, and these cards keep coming up. It's been all too relevant, and what was going on in my life that was just settled yesterday. At least this round with this person was settled. But it keeps coming up, so maybe it's relevant to you too. But I mean, I keep hoping that we'll get different cards and the messages will change. But apparently, it's still relevant. So, distant future, okay, distant future. So you've got some manifestation coming on in the distant future because mature man. Take it how that resonates. It's the number 5, which is the number of change. So, karmic. Masculine, maybe he grows up and matures. Maybe. Take it as it resonates. And then you've got this false document info, agreement statements. So it's a false person, which is, karmic masculine goes in there. Obsession, my goodness, okay, well, that has been going on. Somebody I know in my life. A karmic from the past. It's obsession. False documents, and so maybe it's going on in with the collective too. Ice King, okay, it's really the energy. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's a male, but there's Ice Queen in here also, but Ice King. So we've got this karmic masculine. Take it as energy. It doesn't necessarily have to be a male. Karmic masculine, false info statements, documents, agreement, obsession, Ice King. So spot on to what's happened, pardon me, recently in my life. So this is why I'm just like, is this a reading for me? But then all the collective readings lately have been directly related to my life, and they seem to apply to everybody else's life too. It's across the board with all the readers I follow and my readings. And okay, so something's going on here. This definitely relates to my situation that was just resolved yesterday. I don't know how it relates to yours, but here we go. Karmic masculine, mature man. Maybe your karmic turned into a mature person and is trustworthy now. Maybe. Okay, but karmic masculine, a false person who is obsessed and kind of really emotionless and just doesn't have any feelings. That's a 4 to 2, which is a 6, which is the lovers, but Ice King, that sounds like the anti-lover. Okay, and then you got mature man, gift, manifestation, distant future. Okay, maybe. Hi, Christina. Christina, we're going to clarify with her and just drop. Something just drew my attention to the bottom, strength. So the strength card is relevant with her. Okay, but before we get to that, so mature man, gift. Maybe you're manifesting in the distant future a mature man, getting rid of this karmic who's false and obsessed. Maybe you're going to ice king him out. Okay, or maybe they are the ice king. But then down here you've got mature man, gift. You're manifesting this gift in the distant future. So this looks like the past, and this looks like the present going into the future. This is what's happening now. You're manifesting. So this reading is trying to make me go past, present, and future. Okay, I see that now. So I have to do one more row of 4. Past and present. Past. It makes sense now. Past. You're karmic. You're a false person who was obsessed and just kind of heartless. And now you've got this manifesting this gift of this mature man in the distant future. Take that as that resonates. And now, because this is the past, present, and future, this is presently what's happening. You are manifesting. You have this gift of manifestation of something mature and stable in your distant future. Okay? Cards don't have to be taken literally. You just use the energy of them to what makes sense. And now I'm getting it. This makes sense. To stop seeing my own situation in these readings, and that's what I keep hoping will change. It's like, okay, I gotta look past how it relates to me, but then we're all connected, so it only makes sense. And as I said, all the other readings lately are all been same across the board. I follow several other YouTube readers across the board, along with my readings, along with the astrology. Yeah, so okay, we needed 4 more. It gave us 4 more popped out. So see, we know we're on track when it gives you exactly what it wanted to. So, okay, so the next 4 are, this is future now. Boss, 88. Boss, okay? You're the boss now. Your future is you're the boss. You're in control. You're in charge. 88. 88 is 16, so that is a drastic tower moment because now you are on top and the boss. 8 is strength, so you got double strength. And then enamor, look at that, you're the boss. You have love. Your future holds love, or at least someone who's enamored with you. And, oh, don't like that, death magic. Okay, death magic. 64, so that's a 10. 6 and 4 is 10. So death magic. If anyone's putting anything on you and trying to hold you down, it's over. That's the 10, the ending of that. Unexpected money. Hey, hey, hey. Unexpected money. 'Tis the season, right? Okay. And now, we're going to put you aside. Kipper, thank you. Thank you, Ika, for your beautiful decks. Now we're going to clarify with our Christina Ricci's Cat Full of Spiders deck. It's tarot. It's traditional tarot in, of course, with her own particular spin, and then of course the strength card was brought to my attention on the bottom. New decks have a tendency to stick, you guys, especially with these cardboard ones. You gotta be careful. So strength. Number 8, strength. To your cat. Your lap. Okay. So I'm just gonna kind of put strength is this manifestation. That's what they wanted me to bring to your attention. That you have the strength to manifest what you're manifesting right now. This is present, remember? Since this is future. I'll do that. Just don't slide. I moved my box. I was holding it down. That's sliding. Okay. Okay. Clarify clarify the past here with the karmic masculine, the false karmic masculine, who is obsessed and apparently a little heartless. Just clarify that row for us. That's the past. What do you have to say about that row? Cat full of spiders. Well, I usually wait till they pop out, but there's a certain slam when I shuffle. And this is how I taught myself 22 years ago. I read that the cards will tell you when to stop shuffling, and I would shuffle and shuffle, and then I understood there's a certain slam when you shuffle. The way they slide into place, the way it feels, the way it sounds, it tells you to check the card. So I have to check it. It was that slam. 8 of Wands. Wands are action, manifestation. 8 is strength. So 8 of Wands is 8 wands focused on one target, extreme and immediate manifestation of energy and action. Okay? And that is your distant future. You're manifesting this. So this is what you're doing right now. This is the present. You're manifesting this. Okay? We're gonna cover each card with a card that correlates. We're gonna Tarot knows what we're doing, and it's gonna give us what we need. Okay, so the next card, it's almost like a puzzle. You figure out where it belongs. King of Swords. Well, as we had in the other reading, we are in the last day, the last night of the energy of the Gemini supermoon, the last full moon of the year. It's a Gemini supermoon, and swords equal Gemini. Gemini correlates to swords, so swords are air signs, and Gemini is one of the 3 air signs. So, King of Air Signs right here, which is the full moon that we're under right now. And I say that is, full moons, kind of people get obsessed around full moons. We're going to put that on obsession. Obsession. There's my Doug Heffernan. Okay, the real love of my life, Doug Heffernan. Not Kevin James, Doug Heffernan. So if you're Doug Heffernan, drop me a line. Cute, chubby, funny? Yeah, I go for that. Okay, 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords. Well, it's a 5, but it's a sword. Swords are air signs, which does correlate to Gemini. So 5 of Swords. Where could we put 5 of Swords? 5 of Swords goes right over there over false. Because, yeah. Swords are strife. Swords are communication. Swords are also strife. 5s are change and disruption and misfortune quite often. So 5 of Swords. You got the 5 of Swords there. Cat full of spiders. Define all these cards for us and figure out what's going on here. And then you have King of Wands. Beautiful Christina herself. King of Wands. Wands are manifestation. King is the energy. The king energy. Manifesting. So, you're manifesting king energy. And since this says Ice King, we're going to put that over Ice King because you're manifesting better energy than your Ice King wants you to. Okay, but what about this mature man? Karmic masculine, mature man under him. Just clarify that. Give us a card to cover that. Card or 2. 4 swords. Okay, so that's just in repose. That is a respite. So karmic masculine, mature man. It looks like you're getting a respite from a karmic and moving into calmer waters with a different person. Justice. just brought to my attention to look at the card under there was Justice. It just flew into my view. So yeah, it's an 11. Justice is very important. Your gift is your justice. Okay? Alright, let's keep going. So you're having justice over this karmic person. I mean, reading after reading, we're closing out cycles. We're closing out the 9-year into a 10-year, which is absolute closure of the old and in with the new. We're in the 9-year, which is closing out karmic cycles. We have closed them out. We are closing them out. King of Pentacles. Okay, this is more king energy. And this is Pentacles. This is earthly. Earth signs, earthly, money. Pentacles are money, coins. Money. So some kind of unexpected money. That goes there. King of Pentacles. Unexpected money. Okay. Alright, keep going. So this is your future. You have unexpected money coming in your future. A boss, somebody enamored. Maybe your boss is enamored with you. Maybe you'll be enamored with your boss. Maybe boss just means you're the boss now. Someone's enamored with you. You're enamored with someone. Anyone trying to put anything on you, it's come back to them. Let's do that. Death magic. Why, in the middle of all of this, did you throw in death magic? I know there are people out there in the midst of everything you and that I have been going through, and people I love. Yeah, people have wished bad things on you. You're the divine collective. You're a good person, and the dark wants to destroy that. So they have definitely been trying to, may not literally be death magic, but in some cases, yeah, it is. People are a little crazy. But be assured, if it is, it will fall back in their faces with interest. But somebody, at least, you know, words and thoughts, they're spells. That's why they call it spelling in school. I say it over and over again. Words and thoughts, deep, you know, intentions, they're all spells. So that's just Queen of Cups, okay? That is the good queen with lots of love to give, and that is your enamour over there. Okay. Sorry if I lost my train of thought. I do that occasionally, but I think I pretty much made my point. So, you're getting justice now. You're getting justice. You're manifesting strength. You're strongly manifesting this justice, and it's a gift. It's a divine gift. And you're getting a respite from this karmic distant future. Distant future. Here you've got the 8 of Wands. This is just what's happening right now in your distant future is directed manifesting energy. Just want to go back and clarify so that we all remember past, present, future. Okay? King of Pentacles. You got some money coming in. Oh, that's right. Why death magic? For goodness sakes. Okay, the High Priestess. Oh. And as soon as I focused on that again and said that, guess who popped out? The High Priestess. So, that's what I was saying. Yeah, it could just be thoughts or intentions or hoping something bad happens to you. It could be people trying actively to make bad things happen to you and to make your life miserable. And I know that that's true because that was in my case. But it's backfired on them, and it's going to backfire on whoever's doing that to you. But yeah, High Priestess over the death magic after I specifically asked about it. That indicates somebody really has been trying to put something bad on you. But like I said, you're the divine collective, the divine protected. It doesn't stick. It goes back to the original sender with interest. You can always just do a simple mirror spell. Just say the words. I send this energy back. Return to sender. Reverse energy spell. Justice spell. Mirror spell. Just hit them with their own energy. Because that's what karma does. That's what the universe does. Everything requires an even exchange of energy. What you put out is going to come back to you. Evenly or more. Count on that. Bet on that. Careful what you put out there. Careful what you say. This is what you think and wish for. It's all spelling. You don't have to be a high priestess actually putting voodoo black magic death spells on you to want to, you know, want something bad to happen. Intentions become reality. It's one and the same, everybody. One and the same. Guard your thoughts. You ever heard that phrase, guard your thoughts? There's a reason for that. Every thought becomes a reality in the astral, the fourth dimension. Everything you think becomes a reality. It plays out in the astral plane and actually becomes real. So every thought you have becomes real in the astral, which can also is the next step to becoming real in the 3D. So let's not do that. The devil. Number 15. Well, the devil correlates to Capricorn in tarot. And the devil also correlates to, you know, people trying to do you in over here. The devil. I'm going to put that over there again because that person, whoever that karmic was, they were not nice to you. Actually, we were talking about this, weren't we? And that goes here with the High Priestess. Yep. Somebody dark was putting something dark on you, or at least wishing it. It's been coming up in everybody else's readings too. It's just like, what? Yeah, but good people have a hard time understanding the dark. The light does not understand the dark. And the dark isn't smart enough to understand anything but what it is. So that's why it always accuses the light of what it's done. Doesn't have any other frame of reference. That's how you know the difference. Okay, so that's interesting when I asked about the death magic and the High Priestess and the devil came out. Just protect yourself, protect your energy, raise your vibration. Dense energies can't reach you when your vibration is high. That's the whole point. The only way out is up. Raise your vibration. Be the best version of yourself you can be. It's the only way to get away from the lower dense energies. Okay. 3 of Swords. That's the card of 3 swords in the heart. So that's the card of heartbreak. Yeah, it's the card of heartbreak. So your heart was broken, but it just was broken in the past. This has to be a past card because it was broken in the past. And I know all these cards are covered, but your heart was broken in the past. Right now, the gift you're getting is justice. I have no idea how mature man plays into it. Only you will know that, how it resonates and relates to you. Strong manifesting. You're manifesting your strong future right now, and it is working. These arrows are being sent directly to your target of manifestation, so please be manifesting good things. If you're not, you'll regret it, and you'll know it because it'll come back to you. Just like that on the bottom of the deck. It'll come back to you, Queen of Swords. She's the queen who has one hand open for you to come forth, but has a sword in her other hand in traditional tarot. This one, she's a zombie, so this is from one of Christina Ricci's zombie movies, apparently. Haven't made it there yet. Can't wait to see that one. Queen of Swords. Alright. And then it's a major, I gotta take it. The Hangman. Okay, that's number 12. The Hangman. That just means you're seeing things from a different point of view now. Okay? You're seeing things from a different point of view, which is present. It's easy to tell where they belong because it's past, present, future. Okay, we've done the past and the present. I mean, you can give us more about the present, but the future, okay, because the future holds that death magic that somebody is trying to put on you, or will be trying to put on you. Well, let's face it, the more, and you know this, Divine, the more you raise your vibration and the loftier you get and the higher you rise from the dense energies, it's like crabs in a bucket. The more you try to get away, the more they pull you back down. So they will attack you once you start, you know, raising that vibration. They're going to try to pull you back down like crabs in a bucket, but we just don't let them. 9 of Pentacles, 9, closing out the cycle. Pentacles, earthly things, earth signs. So closing out this cycle on earth. We are all closing out. As it is within, so it is without. We are closing out this cycle in our personal lives, whatever our karmic cycles were, and also in this world. Things are changing massively. In the next year, you won't recognize. Life will be so different, you won't recognize it. In the next 2 years, we're going to be on a totally different timeline. By then, timelines are collapsing right now. That's what's going on. Karmic cycles are ending. Timelines are collapsing. Those who choose to stay with the dense are staying, and those who choose to raise their vibration and ascend are ascending. That's just all there is to it. Closing out the cycle. Okay. It's just saying the same stuff that most of them have been saying, just we're closing out the cycle at the end of the year. Okay, I'm going to get to another deck. Do you have anything else to tell us? Christina Ricci's deck. What else do you have to add to this? We're going to have to move on from this now. We're just repeating ourselves. I didn't want to do long ones today. But like I say, I'm not in control. The cards are in control. I'm just the medium. I'm just the middleman. Just the messenger. The interpretator. Okay, good. We got ending major cards. Okay, Judgment. It's a double 10. 20 in the deck of tarot, or 20 in the tarot, and which is 2 10s, double endings, Judgment. Yep. This is the future. Judgment. Judgment upon these people first is what I was asking about. So judgment upon them and judgment for you. Everybody, you're getting what you've been putting forth. Let's hope it's been good. 10 of Wands. This is the 10. Also, as you know by now, it's the ending card. We just got the 2 10s for judgment. We had all these 10s in the last reading, and we're getting them again. I had a feeling, I mentioned at the beginning of the reading, I had a feeling this would come up again because obviously it's relevant. So 10 of Wands, that's manifesting action, and it's the 10, so it is the ending of the cycle. You manifested what is coming to you, which is unexpected money, King of Pentacles. You manifested this stuff, and it's Christmas time. You know what? It's time to sit back, recover from the year, reflect upon the last year, learn your lessons, move on. You know, hibernate for the winter. Days are getting longer and longer as we speak. We're going into Capricorn season, which is my season, which is the winter solstice sign, and which is the sign that closes out the year and also opens up the new year. In my case, I close out the year in late December, after Christmas, before New Year, baby. One of these is flipped over. Law. Okay. So funny. Like, one of these has flipped itself over. What is that? Law. Well, here we go again. Law. This was relevant to what was going on with my life this week. It was a legal issue from someone who is a karmic and who is mentally unstable. I'm just going to say that much, okay? So law, that's relevant to my life. Take it how it applies to your life. It was flipped over in this deck. I'm going to use the Truth Oracle right now. And we're just going to lay a few more down, see if we can come to a conclusion here and close out. And I want to try to get one more reading today. It might not happen. I have things going on, and it's getting late in the day now. So. Okay, the Truth Oracle. I hear Hannah. Something going on. Oh no, I forgot. I better go check on her. I had to lock her in the bedroom because she just wasn't letting me do what I needed to do. But she has everything she needs in there. Her food, her water, her litter box. She's got everything she needs. Okay. What popped out is taboo. Limit, crime, forbidden love, curiosity. Something in your life is taboo. You've exceeded the limit, or it's just an outright crime, or it's forbidden, or it's something you're curious about that's not socially acceptable or maybe legally acceptable. Taboo. Take it as it turns. This is a fairly new deck, Oracle deck, and I haven't seen this one come out yet, so that's interesting. Taboo. So you have legal, law, lawyer, judge, police. Okay. In my case, it was lawyer and judge. Taboo. That makes sense to me because what that person did is against the law. It is a crime. It is taboo. It says right here. Crime. The person did commit a crime. Perjury. Filing false reports. Committing perjury. Etc. 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 Okay. What else Truth Oracle. Where are we going with this? Where are we going? So how are you, my divine lovelies? I'm doing great. As one of my favorite readers, Empress T, says, I'm living my life like it's golden, and that's because it is. And so is yours. So live it like it is. Even if you're not feeling it right now. Make it till you make it. God, I hate platitudes, especially that one. But honestly, yeah. Manifest that. It's a better way to say it. Manifest it by being what you want. Okay. Okay, let's wrap this up. I have a kitty cat I have to go check on. I'm hearing noises. I think it's just gardeners outside. Thought it was my kitty cat in the litter box. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. The door's closed. The end of the hall down there. I can't hear anything from that room, so I know it's outside. Okay, here we go. Home, refuge, belong, haven. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up with this one because this says it all. Home, refuge, belong, haven. This is the time of year where we like to be home. The days are short and cold, and the nights are long and colder. And it's home and hearth, and it's family and holidays and love and, you know, the divine, all the divine gifts, love and light and goodness and peace on earth and goodwill toward men and animals and all living creatures. So home, refuge, belong, haven. And that's really your ending here. It's just all of this, past, present, and future, is all melding into one and culminating in an ending of the cycle. The Ten of Wands, you've manifested it. It's on its way, okay? The ending of a cycle. Judgment. 2 tens. Tens are endings. Double 10. Judgment. Judgment is in your favor because you're the divine collective, and God help you if you're not. Because judgment for this death magic high priestess devil, your judgment, not going to be our judgment. We've manifested good things. We are the divine collective. Home. I just love ending with this because I'm a homebody, especially in wintertime. This is my time of year. I'm a Scorpio rising on the cusp, so Scorpio season's my favorite time of year. October's my favorite month, and November, and then December too were the holidays, and that's my sun sign, Capricorn, December. So this is really a wonderful card. Home. Enjoy your home. Kick back, relax, hibernate when you can, rest, rejuvenate. You've closed the cycle. Now relax and enjoy your efforts. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. Enjoy your home and your family. It's that month. It's December. It's the month for that. It's just all, it all just comes full circle and ties in together. Okay. And let's take a look. Just because it's all fun and games, we're going to throw in one hell nah. Whatever comes out, apply this to your life however it resonates. Just for shiggles. Hell nah. Throw me one card. Just one. Throw it out. Spit it out of your belly. So we know it's what you want us to hear. Hell nah. Give us an hell yeah. Okay. It came out. Okay. And hell nah says what you shouldn't tolerate. The bare minimum is not romantic, it's lazy. Texting back is not a love language. Showing up without emotional depth is not effort. Stop giving Oscars for performances that wouldn't even get a call back. The bare minimum is not romantic, it's lazy. Don't accept that. We're the divine collective. Bada boom, bada bing. It has been said, it has been written, and so it is. Thank you for being here for another session of Kitch Witch Tarot, my divine lovelies, and ciao for now.